YouTube, Crown Vic Nation. What's going on, everybody? Just want to come here with a video to kind of explain the plenum and throttle body and induction situation. You know, for my NA guys, you know, when we go NA on a 2-valve, this throttle body combination will also fit on a 2-valve Edelbrock with an adapter. I have thought about a couple times using the Edelbrock intake and using the plenum that it comes with, and just simply attaching a drive-by-wire throttle body, which I believe one of the companies either make an 80mm or a 90mm 3-valve 5.4 throttle body, which this is a 5.4 3-valve throttle body off of a F-150s, I believe, the ones that came with a 3-valve, and it works fine. There's no idling issues with it. Obviously there's no tune on this vehicle. I know some people say, hey, this vehicle has a tune on it or whatever, but it doesn't. It's definitely fun to run in Guadalajara, Mexico, with the chargers and everything. And I will tell you that, you know, a lot of vehicles were kind of surprised, you know, about how this thing run. I mean, I had guys pull up, hey, that's a 4-Zix, but with just a small mod. Like this is one of the most critical parts of your engine. You gotta kind of take your engine from top to bottom. How is the engine getting air? How is it getting to the intake? How is it getting to the heads? Because I know, you know, and I don't want to just ramble, but we get lost in head flow and this and that. But we got to realize, how is this air being brung to the heads? Because I even, you know, watched, I believe it was Steve Morrison racing, and he explained why he flows his heads with an intake on there. Because I know we see heads and they flow 990 CFMs, but can the induction system bring in that much air to feed the intake, which in turns feeds the heads, which in turns feed the cylinders? So that's one thing that I know, even me as a novice person doing this type of stuff, as just a novice, fun, just love to work on cars. You know, I had Chevys when I was in the teenage years. I had a Buick Regal and a Cutlass that I never, you know, got to fulfill that urge. And I think these Crown Vics is what got me to try to fulfill these urge. But anyway, we have to remember, when you build cars, how is the intake and all that going to receive air? So, and if we look at how I hooked it up, I have all emissions in. You guys, you know, the EPA is trying to attack guys like me, so make sure you guys follow up with all the EPA situations, sign the RPM Act and all that. That way we can still do fun things as Americans. That's why we are free. You know, we're getting attacked, and the, you know, the garage built guys, we're getting attacked. You know, not only the big guys, but we're all getting attacked by the EPA, you know, as far as using VIN number vehicles and transforming them into something that we dream about and that we pay for. So make sure you guys go check out the information about the RPM Act. But like I say, all my vacuum lines and everything is hooked up, you know. Everything is where it's supposed to be. One thing that I will tell you guys is make sure, because this is probably a $10 intake. I like it, but when the heat comes on, with the heat and everything in the summer, these things come attached. As you can see, I had to put some glue down in there, but that's okay. That's Gorilla Glue. Used for car things. Used for car things, not human things. Car things. You know, you have to use, you know, the Gorilla Glue to make sure. I would definitely going to, once the other engine gets put in, definitely want to put another band right there. Otherwise, I don't have any check engine lights. There's no weird idling, hanging. There's nothing like that. Only thing I've noticed is great response, great on the top end. I know some people like, man, why do your VIC shift that high? You know, it's just the engine is getting that air it needs, you know, and I understand that. In, you know, boosted applications, you don't really have to worry about throttle body size, but in the NA, you want to have the best. And this right here is a builder tube, I believe it's like a 3¼ inch inside diameter, probably 3½ on the outside, somewhere 3 3¾ somewhere like that. Smooth bore. I probably could have gotten a bigger tube, but you know, it's going to work. I'm not going to worry about that. Compared to the stock design with all the ruffles and waves, it impedes air. So this is a straight shot. Air and engines need straight shots. When you get ruffles and bumps and lumps, air slows down. It has to move over and come back, you know. So the thing is, try to get as much velocity loss minimum as we can. So if I get the air shot in without having to worry about too many things. And this is a Professional Products, I believe, what is it, a 70 or 75, maybe 80, I think it's somewhere up in there. I bought it so many years ago, I can't remember, but it only cost me about 35 bucks, you know, and I did use all the pieces out of the stock plenum, as I showed you guys, and put it together, and it runs just great. Very good throttle response. I did take it apart and put new on the side of the actual actuator that moves the throttle body. The other side is the throttle body position sensor. And I will say this, guys, this is why I encourage you guys to get an engine bay like this, 2006 and up, 2008 and up preferably, because the GT500s, the 3 valves, all use these connectors. Now, I do believe the early, don't put me on facts for this, I believe the early 11 10 through I think maybe 14 Coyotes use similar electronics as these, but don't quote me on that. But I believe they do. So for any of you guys trying to do this, let me know. I mean, like I said, this costs, I think I paid a machine shop maybe 25 bucks to drill through that one, but it's no problem because I don't need no warranty. If you guys ever think about warranty, stop building cars, leave them stop. So there was no warranty involved, but it works just fine. So I just want to give you guys a quick review and point of view of using a aftermarket plenum throttle body. Like I say, all the emissions and everything is hooked up in it. There is no issues involving it. And ever since I made sure this was shut, I've never had any check engine lights or anything like that involved. And I don't shut off codes. I like to figure out the code. I'm not one to go, well, just shut off the code to get the light out the way. No, I want to fix the root cause of the issue. And ever since I fixed that, Never had no issue. That mass airflow sensor is very, very important to this whole engine running right. And if that's not right, or if the air is not coming in perfectly, it's going to be some problems. So YouTube, Crown Vic Nation, appreciate you sticking with me through my ramblings. If you have any questions, information that you like to share, you know, like I say, hit that like button for me. I'm the small guy. I'm not getting rich off of YouTube, y'all. Hit the like button. Let's make Crown Vics great again. Peace. Thanks to everybody that's been sticking along. That 2-valve build will be in here. I have a date, but I'm just trying to make sure I can make sure it's solid. You guys have a great day. Crown Vic Nation. Peace.